YouTube. What's up with y'all, man? We back with another one, man. On this video, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know. I just seen a glimpse of it, right? Literally literally 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. And Stephen A. Smith was like, what did he say? He said Shador chill or Dion chill or something. You feel me? So before I looked at it, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? Might well watch it with y'all, you feel me? So this my live reaction to this video. This my first time looking at this video. I don't even know what he gonna say, you feel me, or what he gonna talk about in this video. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it and see what's popping, what he gonna say. Y'all know Stephen A. Smith keep it real. So let's check this out. This was 4 days ago, by the way. This was 4 days ago.
I want to talk about my man primetime Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, who are back in the headlines this week. You may recall that more than a dozen players left Coach Prime's squad during the spring transfer portal window, including
Hold on, let's
several.
start it over.
I want to talk about
Oh, okay, that
my
was.
man primetime Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, who are back in the headlines this week. You may recall that more than a dozen players left Coach Prime's squad during the spring transfer portal window, including several projected starters. Some of them are now taking shots.
But that boy Dion had a whole bunch of players to hit that portal, no cap. But at the same time, he done had a whole bunch of players to come to him through the portal. So
At the coach and the program on the way out, according to reports. The latest remarks come from safety Xavier Smith, who says he didn't appreciate the way Coach Prime handled roster management.
mm,
One of Smith's former teammates in the secondary, Cormani McClain, had this to say, quote, look at this, ready to get to a new place and get to work. No hard feelings. Some people just got to take a step back from things sometimes. Certain people. I feel like I just don't want to play for clicks. I actually want to be involved with a great leading program that's going to develop players. End quote.
all right, now so I did see this quote on Instagram. Uh by Buddy. I think he was a corner. I think he was the number one corner, number two corner in his class or something like that. He was a top corner, but he never really played. Dion helped him out last year. I think Dion was saying something about like he got to get his characteristics right or like his grades or something. Something kept bro off the field. Well, Dion wasn't playing, bro. So I did see he hit the transfer portal, and him and like some of them Colorado players was going back and forth. I think I don't know if Shador was one of them, but I think his brother Shiloh. I think him and Shiloh was going back and forth, and some of them other boys were going back and forth with him when he was hitting the transfer portal and stuff like that. So I did see some of that. So
Now, McClain was the top ranked cornerback in the 2023 class.
hmm
Deion Sanders and his sons have responded in a series of tweets you see here, and some are not loving the way the Sanders family are handling this situation. You see the tweets right there from Shador and Prime Time. Of course, UTEP.
I was actually getting mad, like tears coming to my eyes, because bro, you never even tried to get to know me. Xavier Smith recalls Deion Sanders telling him he should enter the spring transfer portal. He was destroying guys' confidence and belief in themselves. The way he did it, it could have been done with a little more compassion. Former Buffalo Deion Sanders, I don't even remember him to be honest, bro. Had to be. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That boy Shador said, I don't even remember him to be honest, bro. Had to be mid at best. Oh my, mid at best? Bro, mid at best is crazy. That mean it's your best potential. You here. Like this below, this top at your best. Like nigga 100%, 150% at your best potential. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. But people gotta. I'm gonna get my thoughts afterwards.
Coach Scotty Walden, who previously coached Xavier Smith, came to his defense in this tweet saying, quote, Smith is the furthest thing from soft, okay? That's what the coach says. He said, I coached Xavier at AP and now he at UTEP. He is the furthest thing from soft. He's a great kid / player and led us to a conference title. He answered a question honestly in an interview and was just telling his side. He was a freshman AA and has an extremely bright future on and off the field. I am glad he is on my team. Check the tape. Everybody knows that Deion Sanders was like a brother to me. We're pretty tight. We talk frequently, not every week, not every month, but we talk frequently enough throughout the year. I love him dearly. I respect him. And I don't like seeing any player castigate anything that he's associated with. But I need to be fair.
Facts.
And whereas I don't like a player speaking about it, and I certainly don't think that primetime Deion Sanders is playing for clicks, I do think that somebody who does need to be checked just a little bit is Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
Nobody else is saying it, so I'm going to say it.
Hey. Oh, it's not this crazy. So my homeboy literally sent this in a chat to me. We got a little group chat. My homeboy sent this in a group chat like 2-3 days ago, talking about Deion need to chill. Cause look at bro stats. Year 1, 2, 3. So he had 3 years. 8. Oh no, this 2023 season. Okay, so 2023 season stats: 8 solos, 0 forced fumbles, 0 picks, and 4 PDs. And then Deion said, Lord Jesus. Hey, bro, that's OD. Nah, that ain't even funny. That ain't funny, but it's funny, bro, because Deion just, that's what I'm like, Deion just, he don't care. He care, but he don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, he keep it 100 at all times. He keep it 100 at all times. But that's OD, bro. That nigga said, Lord Jesus. God. That's crazy.
See this watch right here? This little Rolex I got on.
Uh-huh.
See that?
Yeah.
You know one of the things that I never do with my watch?
What's it? What?
I never did that.
Hold on, bro.
That I never do with my watch.
What's it? That nigga said.
I never did that.
Okay. Why not?
And in my profession, quite frankly, I win a lot. Shedeur Sanders did that
Facts.
each time they won a game.
Mm-hmm.
When they were 3-0, he did it. When they beat Colorado State and that coach was trying to talk smack at Deion and the program, Shedeur Sanders met him at midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Shedeur Sanders is miniature in my estimation, but he is a stud. He is a special talent. And even though they were estimation, but he is.
Damn, it's crazy. I got more pass deflections than your son. Oh my. These niggas is that buddy who I just showed a tweet about? Brother, don't even go there, bro, cause them stats was bad, brother. Them little four pass deflections do not cover. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that.
Is a stud. He is a special talent. And even though they were 4-8, and even though they were 1-8 in the conference, and even though they ended the season losing 6 straight, it's not an indictment against Shedeur Sanders because this brother is special. He can play, y'all.
Facts.
He was sacked 52 times in FB.
Nah, like, no cap, bro. Shedeur like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. At first, when he was at Jackson State, I watched a couple of games. I ain't think he was all that. I really didn't. But this past season, that boy been in the lab. Because it's like night and day from when he was at Jackson State. Like, I don't know if y'all seen them games. Go back and watch them games. Like, night and day, bro.
PS high 52 times at the quarterback
no
spot.
O-line.
It was so bad.
No O-line.
In terms of the level of protection he wasn't receiving. Deion Sanders got to a point where even as a coach, he had to remember he was a dad. And I got to protect my son because look at what I'm exposing him to. I mean, good Lord. And still, this brother threw for over 3,000 yards, threw 27 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, over 3,600 yards to be exact. Completed about 68% of his passes, if I remember. Shedeur Sanders can ball.
27 and
I
3?
think he has a bright future. I think he's going pro. I think we all know it. I think he's going to be a spectacular young talent in the NFL one day.
Facts.
And I am not questioning his character by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not hard to see that some of this could be brought on himself. At the end of the day, you're 4-8. At the end of the day, you were 1-8 in the conference. At the end of the day, you did get blown out by Oregon on national television after you were 3-0. And you had the coach for Oregon talking about, we ain't playing for clicks.
That did
We ain't
happen.
playing for social media. I don't have the quote in front of me. We're going to play out in the field. That's what he was saying. People were taking shots at primetime Deion Sanders. Let me say this. Deion Sanders can say anything he wants. He was an All-American. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He is a Hall of Famer and universally recognized as the greatest cornerback to have ever played the game of football. This brother was so elite that he shut down half a field. Deion Sanders was so elite that you had offensive coordinators and head coaches and quarterbacks scared to throw in his vicinity. He had to fake and act like somebody could outrun him and leave them open for a second just so somebody could have the courage to throw the ball out there before he came in out of nowhere and grabbed interceptions. Did I even bring him up as a...
That's facts. Like Deion literally said he used to let people run by him. And you can go check the highlights. Literally let people run by him. They throw the ball up. He hawked them niggas down and catch the pick. That nigga and then used to talk. That nigga Deion was like that, bro.
a punt returner and a kickoff returner? Deion Sanders was so elite that his name Primetime was so apropos that it was almost blasphemous and sacrilegious to play him in daylight hours. That's how big time Primetime Deion Sanders was. He can say what he wants. These damn players, including his children,
Can't.
is a different matter entirely.
I see that.
It's not that they can't play. I'm sure they can. Shedeur especially. Shiloh ain't no joke either. These brothers can play. And coming to the defense of their father is admirable. And I'm not trying to discourage that. But how you do it matters.
Yeah.
And when you do it with bravado and disrespect, as opposed to humility and protection of your father, you force people to look at you.
That's facts.
As opposed to looking at you protecting your father. See, when you hear them speak and you listen to them come out and say the kind of things that they say, well, guess what happens? You're thinking about their bravado and whether or not they have the record to back it up, which they don't. Then you're looking at the transfers. You're seeing what's transpiring, and you're wondering why are these people looking to go elsewhere. And I heard Deion originally speak on the transfers and talk about sometimes people are transferring because they're usually reserves. They ain't getting that playing time. And he has a point there. But Deion Sanders is handling it the way it's supposed to be handled. His children, who are young adults, not necessarily so. And I say this respectfully to Shiloh and Shedeur, two ballers who I believe have bright futures, who I wish nothing but the best. You're Deion Sanders' sons. That means you will always have my support because I love your daddy like a brother. But it is important that you understand how you're communicating and how you're coming across.
Right.
Your dad has earned it, and he doesn't do that. I'm looking at a quote from Primetime Deion Sanders, right? And I'm saying to myself, my goodness, this guy is something else. Because I've seen some quotes from him where he's just deferential. Said Lord's Jesus, and then he talks about humility and, just not bringing, not trying to hurt anybody and, Just smile at the person who hates on you. I'm paraphrasing here because I don't have the quote right in front of me. He says because they try to act like they hate you, but they really don't. They're just upset that they're not you. They're not in your position. They're not as blessed or appear to be as blessed as you may appear to be at that particular moment in time. And he has good points there, but he's not denigrating. They're young, Shador and Shiloh. I get it. They're protective of their daddy. I get it. But somebody needs to tell them that moving forward, as you communicate in defense of your dad and what he's doing, how you communicate and how you come across matters
Right. Facts.
because you represent him and you represent the program. And more so Shador than Shiloh. I'm going to remind you again. You did this every time you won. But you lost more than you won. What were you doing when you lost?
You ain't had to say that, Stephen A. You ain't had to say that.
That's something to remember as you move forward.
You
Because
speaking
I
fast though.
expect Colorado to be uplifted by primetime Deion Sanders' presence. I don't expect Shador Sanders to be there long while it's happening.
Yeah. He got about you.
Chances are you're going to lose more than you win. And when that
Yeah.
happens, how do you handle yourself? Today's day and age is far different than when your dad was young. The spotlight is far more magnifying
Facts.
and illuminating. And you can hurt yourself more than you help yourself unintentionally. Just by willing to fight every little battle. Your father is prime time. He doesn't need you to do that. He can handle it. Focus on being the best you can be so you can back up all of this with victories instead of just stats. It'll go a long way, my brother. It'll go a long way.
Yeah, I started at right at 11, 12. Alright, y'all. So I understand what Stephen A. Smith saying for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to fight everybody. If people or kids or whoever on the team or coaches come at your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because he's Deion Sanders, which like that's gonna happen. You feel me? Like just because Deion is Deion and Deion used to talk trash, just that and the third, you feel me, when he was a player and he think, you know what I'm saying, he can go to college first year, you feel me? Have celebrities and all this on the sideline going on. People, you know what I'm saying? People take they ain't like that, bro. Them other college coaches did not like that. You feel me? Cause like they had to grind and get what they had to get. Whereas like Dion is Dion. You feel me? So just off the name, off the real players gonna want to play for him. You feel me? So I get what Stephen A. Smith saying. So like whenever somebody come at him, y'all ain't got to come to. You feel me? Like you ain't got to come to every beck and call. You feel me? You don't have to. Excuse me. You don't have to like take up for him. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Showboat in coach's face or showboat or talk trash or talk down on people, you feel me? But on the flip side, that's how they bought up because they Dion sons, you feel me? Like they Dion child. So they're gonna act like Dion acted when he was playing. So they're gonna talk trash. They're gonna bicker. They're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. You feel me? So it's you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely get what Stephen A. Smith saying though. Like he definitely made some good points and he definitely right. You feel me? Like it's a time and place. Basically, it's a time and place for everything. Um, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it's just time. It's just a time and place for everything. Basically, you feel me? But y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments about what he's saying and y'all opinion on what he was saying, bro. We out here with this one.